All right, Knights fans, we're back. Episode 9, the UCF Fastcast podcast. I can't believe we're almost at 10 episodes. It's been going by so fast. Thank you for your support. We're consistently getting around 800, 870 views. Thank you guys for the support. Today we have a very, very familiar face here.
Yes, sir. Legend.
The legend in the building, Coach KZ.
What's up, boys? Appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Of course, man. It's an honor. It's an honor, man.
How's it feel to be back in Orlando, your old stomping grounds?
It's amazing, man. Definitely, it was weird probably the first month, but you know now it's back to a lot of familiarity. You know, it's where my wife and I met, and we had a cool kind of full circle moment during camp. 2 boys were out by the big nitro that Aaron Evans, shout out Aaron. Painted right outside the locker room. They got like a little hug, so it's a blessing, bro.
Yes, sir. Love that. You from Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
So what made you choose UCF? That's a long way from home, man.
Anywhere from there is far. So
you ain't lying.
Anywhere from back home is far. It's a minimum 5-hour flight. What it was for me, you know, Oregon was my dream school growing up, just watching Marcus Mariota. So I went up to camp there. We did a team camp up there at my high school. We balled. My running back was actually committed there, Vavai Malepeai. We had a D tackle that was committed there from my high school. And, you know, Coach Frost and them were interested, but, you know, I think part of it was probably my size a little bit. So that's how the connection with Coach Frost started. And then after my junior year, you know, we won state, won Gatorade Player of the Year, got my first offer to Hawaii. And you know, my high school coach kind of encouraged me. He's like, hey, you should probably lock that in, you know, because I grew up watching Hawaii, like Colt Brennan, Timmy Chang. You guys too young for that. But back in the day, they were the real deal.
They ran like a weird kind of offense, right?
Run and shoot. So they were throwing it like 60, 70 times a game, kind of like Texas Tech was a couple years back.
Yeah.
So I was committed there. They had a coaching change, and then Navy was coming on strong, and then Coach Frost got this job. Called me a week or two later, offered me. And at first I was like, man, that'd be really cool, but that's super far, like you said. But I just kind of, you know, my uncle was living out here, and he encouraged me to come on a visit, so I did. And, you know, went to Navy, came down here. And I was close to going to Navy, to be honest, but I didn't want to sign my life away. And I
that would have been something different, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't
bald-headed, man, going through basic training.
Oh, my God.
My hairline was already receding at that point. I would have been bald by now if I did that. But I came down here, man. I just knew, man. Got around Coach Frost, got around the staff, and you know, coming off a 0-12 season, I just felt like it was a place that, you know, had a lot of talent, but just the culture wasn't where it needed to be, and you know, we figured it out. But I would say the biggest thing was Coach Frost, what brought me out here more than anything, the offense that he's bringing from Oregon, and then just knowing I'd have a bunch of speed and talent around me.
That's real.
What is it about, like, Hawaiian quarterbacks, like you know what I'm trying to say? You got Marcus Mariota, he's got you got all these people, Nico at the whatever school that is, like
something in the water, man.
What about it? Is
y'all
like
are
a pipeline of
I just think the football culture in general is something to behold out there, man. Like the brand of physicality. Like you guys see it with Jacob. You know, he's not the biggest guy, but he brings that thump when he's out there.
And he brings that energy too, man. Y'all got that too.
Just grateful to play the game. And obviously I'm not poly. I don't got an ounce of poly blood in me, but that culture is kind of what instilled a level of toughness into me. And really, the quarterback play to me started way back before Marcus. Like I named a couple names, but Timmy Chang, he's the head coach at UH right now, Hawaii. Colt Brennan finished 3rd in the Heisman. He was like,
heard that name before.
Yeah, go look up his highlights. Legend, bro. You had Jason Gesser, Darnell Arsenal, Brian Moniz, guys like that, and then Marcus was the one to just take it to the next level. And I feel like guys just back home, similar to guys you watched growing up, they look at the guys ahead of them, and they just want to do it like that.
Facts.
And, you know, I always dreamed of doing something like Colt Brennan and Marcus, and then when you're actually there doing it, like, you know, it's cool. And then Dylan Gabriel behind me, he one-ups it, you know, Tua, you know.
Like it's something like
facts.
But I think it's just watching the guys in front of you, how they did it, how they carried themselves, and like it ain't no secret recipe, man. Like I truly believe that's what it is. We had guys in front of us that showed us the way.
What did you want to bring to this team, like when you got here and everything like that? I mean, you know, a new guy, like you said, 0-12 season. You said you felt like something needs to be built here. So, like, what did you bring? What did you offer, or what did you want to come with?
Something that just my head coach, Rod York, shout out Coach York, man, back in Mililani High School instilled in us was just the mantra there was just humble and hungry. And, you know, one thing I learned, like, this game will humble you, and so will God, you know. So if you just carry yourself with humility, like, the highs ain't going to be too high, the lows ain't going to be too low. And I feel like that's something this team always needs because you know how Florida is. You got a bunch of guys that got swag, passion to play, but at times you got to harness that in, and then also bringing that level of brotherhood into it. You know, back home, it's a culture where everybody's kind of looking out for each other and things like that. And the God's honest truth, when I first got here, I didn't see that, you know, and I think a big part of that is, you know, team wasn't winning. So it's hard to be tight with each other when things ain't going smooth. But there was a handful of guys that had those characteristics, and thank God those guys were the best players on the team. Like Shaquem Griffin, you know, Traquan Smith, like guys like that were the most talented but also the most selfless. And those guys setting the standard every day is kind of what helped us, you know, have a better year the next year and then really turn it around year 2.
You talked to us about your injuries through your career, like in our team meet and stuff. What did you learn about yourself? Because I kind of have like a similar, like, I guess you could say like shared trauma, I guess you could say, just being hurt. Yeah. Last year, my first time ever being hurt, having to miss a game, like ever in my life. And, like those days, I would just sit there and cry on the treadmill because I can't run. I want to run. Yeah. Right. So like, what did you learn about yourself? How did you handle that?
Yeah. But
man, I feel like God kind of allows things in your life to set you up for whatever next. You know what I mean? So my senior year, you know, was coming off Gatorade Player of the Year, state championship, and we had the best running back in the state, best receiver in the state, best quarterback in the state, and we're fixing to go do the same thing our senior year and, you know, go do something legendary back home. And we call a fake screen pass, like fake tunnel screen, you know, 4 verts. Like, well, our left tackle is looking at the signal, and he sees tunnel screen. He doesn't get that he's supposed to be in pass pro. So he releases on the tunnel screen. I pump it. I throw it. My arm's extended. I get dropped on my shoulder. I got a grade 3 AC sprain. I take off my pad. I'm sure you guys probably experienced those before. Yep. This is my first time really ever being injured. Take off my pads, my shoulders like sticking up.
Looks different, man.
Ooh,
it's like
I played with
the
somebody.
Dip.
Yeah,
the dip in it is just like it's just
we
crazy
had a running
to
back,
see.
at my other school, Ethan Wright. He never got his shoulder fixed. Like he takes his shirt off, and it's like a big bulge right here.
Yeah, it's just like kind
big
of
old bulge right there.
Yeah. You still got like a little shoulder left. It's just like down here.
So I can imagine with the
not fun. So I thought my season was done. Like first time ever being hurt.
Yeah, you think the worst immediately.
Like, I think I'm never going to play. I lose my scholarship, all that. And funny enough, Dylan Gabriel is a freshman at my high school. He gets pulled up to varsity, starts balling. And we go to the public school championship against Kahuku, school that Jacob played at. And they got their whole defense basically went D1. Like, they're freaking dudes, bro. Like, I'm like dudes. And Dylan gets dropped on his collarbone and breaks his collarbone. Dang. So I come back in the state semifinals.
So crazy, man.
Yeah, no, it's bad deal. So I come back in the state semifinals against Tua Tagovailoa, his junior year, my senior year. Won 100%, and like it was a close game. And then I got sandwiched, hurt my shoulder again. That was it. They ended up blowing us out. So that was my first injury. And then my freshman year, I get thrown into the starting role. Game 3, I start. Game 4. At FIU, their turf is like playing on what we're on right now. Like it's like concrete.
Yeah,
like
that's insane.
Like
that old school. Like
I'd be so sick.
Like we're on it like pregame. Like how is this allowed to play on? I think they changed it since, but like late in the 3rd, late in the 4th, I get rolled up and my foot goes, and I got up like I felt like somebody stabbing me in my foot. finished the series, and then, we were blowing them out, so next quarterback went in. By the time we drove back up to Orlando, my foot was like so swollen. I got an MRI, had a Liz Frank injury, and usually that's a season ender.
What's Liz Frank?
Yeah.
Basically, tear the ligament that's running between your big toe and your whatever this toe is called.
Yeah.
It's basically a broken foot. Like, a lot of times it's a season ender, sometimes a career ender. But it was before they had the allotted 4 games you could play. It was after 4, you lose your red shirt. So I was going to lose my red shirt if I didn't try to fight through it. So I missed a week of ECU. Justin Holman started that game. But every time I planted that season, I felt like somebody was stabbing me in the foot. I was playing with like a metal plate. I started practicing in like Tom Brady boots, and I never stopped. Like ever since then, like practice, I always had like the big old blanket.
Them Cam Newtons.
Like Earl Campbell's at that one practice.
Oh, yeah.
Like them Earl Campbell's.
Practice heavy, play light was kind of the motto. So those are the injuries my freshman year. My sophomore year, I was healthy the whole time until conference championship, double OT, try running over a corner, freaking AC on this side. Now, I didn't practice, like, leading up to the Peach Bowl, really maybe like 8-9 days out. Didn't throw at all.
Dang.
And it was still hurt going into it, but thank God I didn't take any bad hits. I was running for my life. And
That'll be sometimes.
I'm telling you. And they had some big dudes, bro. Auburn was, like, we got their pregame. I was like, damn, these guys are massive, bro. I'm serious. I'm serious. And then
Still took it to him, though.
we did. And really, I played bad. I probably played my worst half of football that year. No, I'm serious. I remember freaking halftime, like me and the QBs are sitting like this, leading up to half. I look up, they got the big Jumbotron and Mercedes Benz, and I see 3 of 17, number 10. I'm like, damn, I suck. Well, we turned it on the second half, and we got after them. And then my junior year was probably the hardest year. I had high ankle game 1, high ankle game 4. Grade 4 AC on my left, game 7. And like I told you guys in the team meeting, it was just, man, like my freshman year, I had a left tackle, Aaron Evans, who does all the murals. This guy's playing with like 3 herniated discs in his back, like can barely walk out to practice. Yeah. His leg is numb the whole season. Like he's on the pit shark squat and just to fight through. And like I see him doing that, trying to protect little old 180-pound KZ. Like, I got to go do it for
you. Want to play with a dude like that?
Man, that's real.
What's the worst thing you guys played through or had to play through?
Ooh, definitely not last year because I was out the year before that when I hurt my other one. Like right at halftime, I was about to go crazy against Oklahoma State.
Oh, really?
It was at halftime. I had 90 yards, I think, on like 4 carries and a touchdown at halftime.
Yeah.
The play right before halftime, coach said to run a play instead of running the clock out, got clipped. Boom, he's hurting.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
It is.
No fact.
It's so hard.
It's different quarterback. Running back, man, like
you're getting hit.
Yeah.
You got to pick up linebackers, plug in.
Facts. Mine was my big toe. Like I sprained my big toe, so I'm over there like run. When I run, it's like I gotta roll and like around it, and it's like I can't even like really bend my big toe. So it's like I'm over there.
In high school, that sucks. It's terrible.
But, hey man, like you said, you gotta play through it, man. You
gotta find that dog in you.
Exactly. When you got that juice and that energy, and the team needs you, it's like I can't sit on the sideline, man. It's just it's a hard feeling.
So moving on to some more football talk. You're no stranger to quarterback competitions. You had one your freshman year.
Yep.
So how do you think? What was the main thing that you were able to take from that made you a better player?
I always feel like, you want competition because it brings out the best in yourself. Like you guys, right? Like,
yeah.
While it's a running back committee room, but like you guys are still, and what I tell the guys is in our room is it's not a guy's in there. You're like, man, I hope he throws a pick. It's like, oh, good ball here. Watch what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
literally. That's when the rooms are the best. That's when that's the best running back rooms I've been around. Is when even last year, like obviously it was RJ's show, but like even me, he did something. I'm like, oh yeah, wait till I get in there. Wait till I get in there after your 4th touchdown. I'm about to give me one. Like, you know what I mean?
That's real.
That's when the room is at their best.
That's real.
So what I would say, like, I had to compete my sophomore year in high school, so that wasn't anything new to me. Like I embraced it. I wasn't expecting to play my freshman year because Justin Holman, like one of the best teammates I ever had, he had won a conference championship. He got hurt the year prior, and it was his team, you know. But I would say at that time, you know, him and I were the best QBs in the room. But it wasn't today's day and age where you come in January. I came in the summer because that was the norm.
Ooh,
you know,
yeah.
early enrollee wasn't a thing back in 2016. So I got here summer, learned the playbook. That was one thing that, you know, I laid my hat on, was just being the most prepared. And I tested amongst the best in the room. And then in fall camp, when I got my opportunities, I just, you know, tried to make plays. One thing that stood out to me was we had a D lineman, Rory Coleman, and one of the plays that stood out my freshman year was I kind of escaped the pocket, hit like a little hezzy, spun out, and then I threw one across my body. And like the whole team went crazy. But similar to the clip, I don't know if you guys remember in spring ball, Justin Holman back there, the starting quarterback, was the one guy jumping higher than anybody, like getting hyped for me.
Yeah.
So I think what I learned the most out of that was just to be a G, like Coach Frost said, be a good teammate. And, you know, when I got thrust into the starting role, Justin was never toxic to me. Like, he would never, like, you could tell he was upset at times just because it sucks.
Man, and you're competitive, man. You want to be out there, too. You want to lead the team, especially a quarterback. It's not like any other position where you just rotate in.
Yeah, 100%. But he would help me. You know what I mean? Like, he would help me as a freshman trying to figure it out. Like, hey, bro, what do you think here? And he would help me. And one thing I shared with the guys was the next year, you know, he goes by Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie and I didn't really talk too much the following year going into 2017. But when we win the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, he's from Georgia. One of the first people I see in the huddle or in the tunnel is Justin Holman, the guy whose spot I took the year prior, and he's got the biggest smile on his face, like he just won it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was his senior year. So that's a moment that even more than the Peach Bowl stood out to me. Like, he played a big part in that, you know. So that's something I share with the guys. Like, although it's competition, although only one guy's taking the snaps at a time, like, man, you want each other to succeed. Like, just because the ultimate goal is to win. Mm-hmm. And it takes everybody. Everybody's got a role, no matter what it is, to go win. And that's one thing I learned more than anything is just, you know, being a good teammate. And then those lessons I took with me, you know, I went to Florida State my last year. I went from being the man here, you know, freaking winning every game, to being a backup up there for Jay Trav. And what I learned from Justin Holman at that time, like, I learned not to be toxic. I learned to just embrace your role, whatever it might be. And I thank God I had a teammate like Jay Boog, just because if I didn't, I might have been a cancer in the locker room my last year there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So how do you think it's like improved your life and like just outside of football and everything? Because like you said, I mean, you could have been a cancer to the team in the locker room and everything, but we always say, you know, how you do everything, anything is how you do everything. You know, it could have translated to the outside world. So how do you feel like just, you know, seeing stuff like that and your perspective, how do you think that's just all helped you outside in the real world?
Like I said, man, like, my first QB coach in college told me, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Like, and that's something I learned.
That's real, though. That's so real.
And that's just something I learned. Like I told you guys, man, the week I got hurt, my dad called me, like, you know, he's talking to an agent, you know, got a first round grade. And I was like, man, okay, we got 2 more games and then we made it. And that just wasn't his plans. And like, at that time, I didn't know I needed that. Just how I was living and things like that, you know, I would have been in the NFL with a bunch of money and just, you know, one thing in the public, another thing, you know, in my private life. You know what I'm saying?
You talked about that in team meeting too, like, yeah.
And then I met my wife the next year, you know what I'm saying? Like, our senior year. So if I didn't get hurt, we'd probably never meet. I wouldn't have my 2 kids.
That's real.
And the time at Florida State, like, that more than anything just humbled me. Like, you're not bigger than this game. And like, my ego part of me was like, man, I didn't rehab 2 years to be a backup. But what I learned from Justin, like, man, I ain't gonna be toxic. I'm gonna help Jordan Travis just because I've been a young quarterback before trying to figure it out. So I wasn't gonna be toxic to him. But a lot of times during that year, I didn't get my best. And that's one thing I do regret. You know, my last year playing ball, like, I was pissed off about my role. But you can't control that. All you can control is your attitude and effort.
Thanks.
And that's what I tell the guys in the room now. Like, freaking, you guys saw the competition. It was close. Like, those guys were all making plays.
Balling,
right?
man, yeah.
We'll get into that a little later.
They're making plays, and, you know, to me is like, that's why I coach. It's not like, to me, the football part's the easy part. The hard part is when things don't go your way, but also when things do go your way. Like, how do you handle that success? You stay humble and hungry, you know. So it's a blessing to, like, those memories be so fresh in my head to just share with the guys in the room and with you guys, just because football is not everything, although we think it is. But just like that, it's done.
Man.
Like, whether it's 10 years from now or, you know, 10 games from now. And the lessons you take from it is what's going to help you, you know, be a quality father, quality husband, and a quality coach. Just because, man, like Coach Clark told you guys, man, you can use the game or you let the game use you. And a lot of times I was just put my whole identity in it. And I thank God it all worked out the way it is. And, you know, by his grace, we're back here now. So it's going to be fun.
So what are you most proud of out of that three-headed monster that we got right now in the quarterback room? Like, what are you most proud of how they handle themselves? You talked about how your backup wasn't really toxic to you. What are you expecting to see from them, and how proud are you of them, the way they've handled this entire situation? Because it's not easy, not at all.
It's not, and it's still early, you know. Like, and that's one thing I told them is just, you know, it's a big test. I think really coming this week on our team, not just in the QB room, is, you know, depth charts start to get rolled out, roles start to
scout team,
like if our quarterback room, you know, helps gauge the temperature of the team by just embracing their role and being a G, like Coach Frost says, like, that goes a long way. But I would say proud, man. All those guys attacked camp the right way. You know, they prepared their butts off, and, you know, and I think whoever's number gets called, they're going to be ready.
Yeah.
Facts.
So your first start was at Maryland. Walk us through that, because I might be feeling that in a couple of days, and I don't want to wet the bed. Let's just say that, right? Even though hopefully we're gonna win this game, right?
Yep.
And that's what we expect out of ourselves in this building.
real. That's real.
Still, the first game's the first game. You two have both started before. So I don't know how that feels. So maybe this is a question for both of you, actually.
Next, you go first.
Yeah. How did you? You know what I mean?
I
When
feel
you woke
you.
up in the morning, you're like, today's the day. Now I got to back up everything I've been talking about.
Man, it's okay. So my first start was actually against Kansas State at K-State.
See, like, whoa. At least I'm at home.
Yeah, man, we got blown out that game too. But I remember it's just like you just wake up and it's like, man, today's the day. Like, you know you're gonna go out there and be that dude. But ultimately, like, I remember one of the first things my coach told me when I first started playing college ball. We were doing pat and go, and I dropped like a little hitch route, and he was just like, slow down, like slow, like just breathe, relax, just calm down, slow down. And so honestly, that's one thing that's lived with me until this moment now. Sometimes even at practice, I'll be out there, I'll drop a ball or I don't hit a hole.
I hear you
know,
need to tell the guys to slow down.
Yeah, because it's just like slow down, calm down, like don't get anxious, don't hype yourself up and everything like that. And so it's just go out there and like Coach always says, you prepared. You know, you prepared for it. So you know we gonna fall back on our training and everything like that. Don't get out there and try to do more. Don't try to do a little extra. Don't try to show out and make plays just because your mama and your auntie in the stands, your little boo thing in the stands. You know what I mean? So it was just like, go out there and just do what I know I can do. Don't get me wrong, I still be out there every time, nervous, a little anxious and everything like that, but I mean, I take a few hits and I'm just rolling, man. I'm like, okay, like this is what I do. And plus I just love this game. I love having fun. Like, this is fun for me, you know what I mean? I come here and I just have fun every day. So I just feel like you just got to bring that to the game as well, man.
Yeah. What you, Coach?
No, I agree 100%. One thing that tell the QBs and tell myself, just breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And then one thing that helped me, shaking out my arms, because I was naturally like,
Just jittery,
but this always helped me, like pre-plays, like just shaking out my arms to relax. My first start, dude, we had 6 fumbles. So
On the bright side, couldn't get any worse.
can't get worse than that, Myles. Can't get worse than that. We went to double OT. Like we really should. Yeah, 6 fumble a lot. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Night Nation, let me hear it on Twitter too.
Oh, I'm
That's
knowing.
Oh, that's one thing you didn't know about Night Nation.
They're gonna be quick, man.
We have some very passionate fans, and we appreciate that. We really do appreciate that.
Man.
Oh man. So we went to double OT and like we ran like a little tight end throwback to Jordan Akins and they covered it and I tried to tuck it and the ball went backwards and Maryland recovered. That's how we lost. But I made a sick play in first OT to get us to double OT. They forget that though.
Of course they forget it.
Hey, man.
They do 1,000 good things. So one bad thing you do, that's all they ever remember.
Facts. And then you got to win, so it's like, man.
It's the life we chose to live.
I would just say focus on the ordinary stuff at a very high level, man. Like just focus on your tracks, your meshes.
Read,
just do it. Just everything you've been doing in camp, dude. Like it ain't. Get that first hit out the way. Breathe. You'll be good, man.
Yeah, I'm my plan. My first run, I might just try to run.
That's all, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm
like,
thinking about that. What I'm
see
gonna do
see the
first.
gap and just run through it, man. Like, it just you're going to get hit. So just go ahead. Might as well just run through it, man. It ain't practice no more.
Yeah.
You ain't finna get thudded up, finna get tagged off, or just run through it, man.
Right, yeah. So, last question here. What made 2017 so special? Something that maybe that's not already known or people just don't know. Something outside of the politically correct cliche answer.
Man. I know you guys hear it a bunch, man. We had a team that was a family, super tight. I think what really set us over the edge was when we had our good on good periods in practice. Like that was more intense than games at times because like we lived for those 2-minute situations, those tempo periods, like where we're going good versus good because that was the best team we played every year. And I always feel like it's the case here, man. It's always the nights versus the nights. And
Man, you do be saying that every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that a few times.
it's always the nights versus the nights, and that's always the case here, man. It's never really a talent issue. It's more of just a attitude, effort, a brotherhood thing, and that's what we had, man. Like we had a bunch of talent, just like we have this year, but that team was one, and they knew if I knew if I threw a pick, Keem was gonna go get it right back. Keem knew if they gave up a tutty, we're gonna go get it right back, and you know, it was just a special group, and the funnest part of that season was the locker room, not even the games. And I'm sure you guys can relate.
Yeah.
Just that's where the best memories are at, is in the locker room. And we just had fun every day. And I think that's what we played. They had a hurricane that season. We played, I think, 10 straight games, no bye week.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Ooh, body hurting, man.
Yeah. But like we embraced it together, and you know, while nobody really gave us a shot against Auburn, like we knew we were the better team. And like I said, I played one of my worst games and we still beat them. And that's why I think that team go up against anybody, any team that year and go beat them, just because we had the talent and we had a team that just didn't flinch whatever was thrown at them. So there ain't no secret recipe really. Like it's just, it's the teams that come together, peak at the right time, and, you know each other got their back through thick and thin, and that's what we had.
It's good.
No facts.
Kids, you got any questions for them too?
Man, I didn't come prepared for that.
I will say you're the first person we've ever given the
Facts.
reins to do that.
Facts.
So,
I'll start with a couple softball questions,
Okay.
and then we'll get into the nitty gritty stuff. What's your guys' favorite thing to do outside of football?
I'll show you after this. I've got so much stuff. Like,
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I like doing outside of that. And
That's fun.
hanging out with my dog.
What about you, Nick?
Oh, man, I'll be looking forward to getting home to my cat. I'll be chilling with my cat. But other than that,
You got a cat?
That was my episode 1. That was my exact
episode 1,
reaction.
yeah.
You a dog person?
Yeah.
I mean, I like all animals. I had a dog before too, but I was like, I'm gonna switch it up, see how a cat is. She cool though. It's like you gotta find the right one. It's like you can't just grab any cat because they be feisty now. I ain't gonna lie. My cat be giving me attitude.
That was my reaction too.
But I mean, other than that, every chance I get. Now, like at this point now, all my guys are we all split up and separated. So I'll just get on the game with them.
Yep.
They're in the military, so it's like it'd be hard. They be working overnight now. So, but one of my boys he moved in with me, so I just be messing around with him all day and everything like that when I get a chance. But
That's what's up.
other than that, I just be
One
chilling.
of my boys, actually, two of my boys are in the military. Whenever we play and they're like not playing good, we're like, drop down, give me two. Like, we just play around with them.
That's real though, man. That's real.
It was funny you said that.
What about with things so hectic? How do you guys stay close to like, your boys back home and things like that?
At first, when I was in Ohio, it was kind of hard, but like we all just played the game.
Yeah.
Then when I was playing the game heavy, like
That's real.
hard. Like I don't play much now.
What year did you guys start college?
2021.
21, yeah.
Okay, that was my last year.
But
It's kind of crazy.
it's kind of crazy. We were talking about AG, like 07.
Man,
06, it's
born in
crazy.
07,
That's crazy
man.
Work. Crazy work. But anyways, now I'm here now. Whenever I have free time, I just go shoot up the road and go home.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's lovely.
it's not that hard now.
Man, like for me, yeah, pretty much just playing the game and everything like that. Occasionally, like we'll just call and talk to each other and everything like that. Or like, I mean, we watch anime too. I can't lie. So it's just like we'll be in a group chat, just like talking about like that new
Anime?
episode and yeah.
What anime you watch?
I'm on One Piece heavy. I just caught up
My
on
brother
it. though.
too.
Man,
get into it.
I mean, I can't.
yeah, for me,
Avatar.
I just don't
I grew up
like
watching
the-
Avatar.
Okay,
I just
I
don't
like
like
that
the
one. That was so
Avatar is
good.
sick.
The sounds and don't match up with like what's going on the screen. I can't explain it. It's like I hate having to read the screen.
There's dub and sub. So dub is like when they voice over. Sub is like the subtitle. So it's Japanese and you just got to read everything.
Yeah,
But like
that's why I can't.
anime though, I feel like you really got to find like that one that can just like get you into the door. Because I mean, there's so much out there. And it's just like if you just pick it up and just start watching anything, it's like, what am I watching? Like this is so weird. And then like I said, if you're watching it with subtitles, then it's like you don't know what they're saying. You're over there reading. Now you can't look at your phone. You can't eat while you really got to be over there like, okay, he said this and that.
Yeah.
Dang, what did he say? Now you got to go back. But I mean, if you find start off with, I'll say a dub show, like a voiceover anime and everything like that.
My brother is telling me about some anime movie on Netflix right now. It's like he says it's like the second most streamed.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to
thing
go
ever. I
see.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna have to go see. But yeah,
My brother's big into anime.
it's just like any cartoon, really. I mean, it's
I
just
watched Avatar
intense.
growing up. Avatar was dope. Last Airbender.
Great story.
Yeah.
Please,
You ever watch that?
I'm a YouTube guy. I watch YouTube.
YouTube
I don't
videos?
Watch too much.
I used to be in YouTube, and I fell off.
I watch YouTube now.
Yeah, I watch YouTube a lot. That's the only thing I watch.
I don't got time to watch TV, man. I go home for
Daddy.
And then boom, you got to play with them,
It's
and then
Miss Rachel and Blippy right now. Parents, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Drewski made a skit about Miss Rachel. It's really
I
funny.
gotta go watch it. I gotta go watch it too. I don't think Drewski's ever missed. Actually.
he hasn't.
He's ever missed.
Everything it always recirculates too, and it just like hits, man. Drewski don't miss, man. I used to make skits though. I
He
ain't
started
gonna lie.
blowing up like when I was in college.
Man.
Now he's like the biggest comedian now.
Just be showing up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know, man. VIP access for real.
Any more questions you got for us?
What are y'all looking forward to most this season?
Ooh,
For me,
yeah, you go first.
I'll just say going out here with the guys. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For me, last year I felt like it was, throwing myself out there, proving something. But I said it before. Like I just really want to build something here. Like you said as well. I mean, I love what Coach Frost. I love his idea. I love who he is as a person and everything. And I feel like he's gonna bring some great things here. So I just want to go out there with Myles and the guys and just have fun. I mean, we got so much talent here, from old guys to young guys. I just want to see everybody succeed and have success because ultimately, when the team succeeds, like everybody gets a chance to eat.
Amen.
And that's one thing I noticed at Oklahoma State. My first year in 21, we finished like 5th in the country and everything like that. Went to the Big 12. Unfortunately, we lost it. It was just an inch going against Baylor and everything like that.
Oh, when he dove.
Yeah, just barely missed it. But just seeing how those guys like just like came together and everything and really led the team and just everybody was so connected and everything like that. It was such a great feeling, man. The year went by quick. It's just like that just because of how much fun you were having.
Yep.
But I mean, like I said, everybody was getting a chance to get looked at and go to the league, whether it was getting drafted or getting signed and everything like that. So I just want that for everybody here, man. Just everybody get a chance to change their family for, years to come. Whether they're the first person to started or, they create generational wealth and everything like that. So
100%. 100%.
For me, it would probably be, I don't know how to explain it, but like all people who like don't think very highly of this team, being able to go out there and win games that people are not expecting us to win.
Facts.
That's probably when I'll get my most joy. That's also probably what success looks like for me this season, just proving people wrong, because I know what we got.
No, facts.
Prove ourselves
Facts.
right.
I know.
We just got to put it together, man, and I know we will.
That's definitely what I'm looking forward to.
Nice versus nice, baby.
Facts.
That's all it is, man.
Facts.
That's all it is. I got one more. What lessons have y'all learned just from being other places to being here? And now this is both your guys last year, right?
Yeah.
So
Like what lessons have you guys learned being the young heads to now the OGs and in the running back room and really just leaders on a team?
I got two. So the first thing is there's always somebody better than you.
facts.
That just goes without saying. Like you come into college, you're used to being a man. You come in there, you're a bot, right? Second thing is nothing is given, everything is earned.
Facts.
I'm on the tail end of that now, so like now I really know what that means, what it looks like. Sometimes it's good to get it out of the mud, right? Because you also appreciate it more, and it means a little bit more to you. Believe it or not, the Myles you guys see right now, it's not how I was like to begin with.
How were you?
Not like a bad kid or anything. It was just
Head?
no, not even that. I'm just good at football, so I'm just here.
I feel you.
Right? I wasn't like how I am now. Like it was just I'm here. Like okay, I'm showing up. I'm out of here. So I had to grow up. Probably I'd probably say like the year before I transferred, and kind of my sophomore year a little bit when I started playing. So definitely those two things. There's always somebody better than you, and getting out the mud.
Facts. I agree. For me, one thing I would say is like it's not always about you, and everything. Like how you say Jay Boogie. Like, I mean, he ain't, he wasn't out there getting his chance to play and everything like that, but he's still helping you, coaching you up and everything like that. I feel like it's just like the little things that we do for each other. You know what I mean? Like nowadays we're in here just for a season and everything shifts up and change, but we all want the best for each other, and we all want to have a successful season. But at the end of the day, like whether you're on the field or not on the field, like you impact this team. Like every day at Western Michigan, I'd show up and like I'm basically competing with the scout guys. You know what I mean? Like they're pushing me, but I'm also pushing them. Like, yeah, I know I gotta, get out there and, I'm gonna get out there and start when I get on the field and everything like that. But shoot, I mean, down the road, those are gonna be the guys who are playing and everything like that. So I'm telling them like, come on, like, come chase me. I'm gonna be running down the field. Come chase me. Come fill the gap and everything. Like, play how you gonna play when it come down to it and everything.
I was gonna have a meeting with the scouts tomorrow and tell them how like in 2021, yeah, we're a good team. It was kind of unfair, everybody we played, but that was our edge. Like, all the freshmen in the scout team, those 2 days, first two practices of the week, that was our Super Bowl, and we went hard. Like we were trying to hit stick them. We couldn't do it in the game. We were trying to crack back them. We were trying to embarrass them in front of their coaches.
That's how it is.
So that made them better. And those guys did not complain. And even the times that they did complain, our response was, "I'm trying to get you better." And
No, facts.
Yeah, you're right.
Expose
So I'm going to
us.
talk to them about that because that's what we really need.
That's
That's something we were missing here last year too. Like the scouts really weren't taking their role. Like, but that's what we need. That we need to realize that hey, if I come over here in this gap, it's not going to work.
Man.
Quarterback, I lost the ball over the middle. It's going to get picked.
Exactly. I say expose us, man.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we don't want to get exposed on
We're just
game
gonna say
day.
that.
That's the worst
what we
feeling.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to talk to them about that tomorrow. That's
so-
good you said that.
I mean, it's just like that's that's one thing I really learned,
Matters,
man.
bro.
And then just like I watched Jalen Warren, running back for the Steelers now.
Yeah.
Like I watched him just like absolutely push himself, man. We be in like 5-play racks. First play is a run play. This man running. We on a -20. This man's running 80 yards down the field, running back to run 4 more plays, and he's basically doing the same thing every time. So it's just like you just watching a guy go out there and just push himself every day. You know what I mean? And then he gets to a game, and it's like he's out there it's just magic, man. He's just doing some crazy stuff, and that's just why he got to where he was. So just it's not all about you, and just like give all you got, man. Push yourself, man. I seen him beat up, broken down at the end of the season, and he's still out there fighting. Unselfish, man. You just gotta be unselfish. When your team needs you, you just gotta do what you can, man. Like you said, hurt versus injured. You know, how are you feeling, man?
No doubt.
Where you at mentally? So
No doubt.
All right, nice fans. That's a wrap. Episode 9 of UCF Fastcast.
Appreciate
We'll be
y'all
back
boys.
soon,
yes,
man.
sir. We appreciate
Sir.
you,
What's
man.
up, boys, man?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
Sir.